is a requiem of a lightweight, unable to stay awake even through the giving and receiving of gifts on Christmas Eve. How long life will continue in this manner is uncertain, but one thing remains clear. It is very difficult to distinguish this life form from that of an ordinary plant. Vegetation has been on the surface of the earth for almost 6 billion years, according to the scientists. And after all this time, we still have a higher life form taking the form of an ordinary plant. As we scan the length of the body, we see that it is bilaterally symmetric.
Almost through the tape in there.
About 5 feet 6 inches long, weighing about 130 pounds, with the receding hairline and an overly fat rear end. Notice the lack of a wallet from which taxes can be paid. The question remains when the life form will emerge from its hibernation state. That, too, is a mystery for the ages. As we zoom up to the back of the head, we see a large amount of hair, very thin, very fine, and falling out at a rapid pace. While around us, we see an old crotchety man putting away Christmas wrappings, and a couple of dogs stirring around him. Life forms everywhere, in other words. We look over to the couch, and we see one young form of plant life vegetating on the couch. Scientists have been puzzled as to whether this life form is closer to a lichen or an ordinary fungus, but as yet have been unable to ascertain the answer to the question, primarily because the life form has rarely, if ever, stirred. Some scientists have said that this life form is closer to that of an owl or other animal that roams around at night. Clearly, his life cycle is quite different from that of an ordinary human being. All other human beings studied, who were up at night, had jobs, and were working at that time. Sleeping on the couch has become somewhat of a habit for this lower life form. Shown here, again, motionless, this time for almost half an hour. It has been predicted by many scientists that this lower life form will stir in about 25 minutes. Walk to the refrigerator, pull out a pizza from the freezer compartment, heat it up, and eat almost the full pizza before leaving for the night, have dinner, and party with his friends. If anyone has answers to any of the questions posed in this documentary, the National Geographic Science and the National Academy of Sciences would be pleased to offer an award. Any information that leads to the answer to these questions will receive a reward of $500,000.
I'd like to get in on that.